and outputs. And a lot of them actually don't have outputs, so void means you don't have to return anything. If you do have something, say I returned an integer, then the last statement in the subroutine would have to be returned, and then the variable that was that integer that was coming back. What I am doing in one of the subroutines here, though, is I am right after I check to see if the IR receiver has received anything. I'm calling, well, actually, even inside the IR receiver, I'm calling this process remote subroutine and sending the results value. This is that integer value of what button was pressed to the subroutine. You'll notice that I'm doing something as it goes into the subroutine that is kind of non-intuitive. I'm changing its name. Up here where I'm calling it, it's called results.value. But I didn't want to type that, didn't want to change the original value that was being passed in. And so in here, I'm calling it button. And that's just a casting of it basically to a different way of referring to it. Basically, as we start doing this, we get into the idea of scope. And this is something we've also not had to worry too much about in Arduino, because all the variables we've declared have been declared right at the top. So these are variables of global scope. When you declare a variable inside of a subroutine, it has a scope to that subroutine. And it means that you can actually use the same variable's name in different subroutines that are in there. So it again gives you a way of kind of protecting the concepts that you're using within a subroutine. In other languages, like C++, you call this encapsulation, or making things object-oriented, so that you really don't have to worry about what's in the subroutine, and the subroutine doesn't have to worry about what's outside, other than what you pass in and out. In this environment, because we have global variables that can be used inside of a subroutine, it's really not a pure encapsulation, but you can start to encapsulate it and start to kind of define the things that it's depending upon. So that if you wanted, for instance, to copy that subroutine out to another program, you could do so without it being all entangled in the rest of your code. And what this means is that you can, for instance, take a subroutine. If I wanted to, if I had my whole application set up here, and I had my servos going, and I had my light sensor going, and I had my MP3 player going, my code would be getting really complicated. And say I wanted to just debug this process remote bit of code, I could cut it out of here, put it into a much, much simpler sketch, see if that part worked, and then paste it back in once I did it was working, all the bugs were out of it. And so having componentized code is really powerful for being able to increase the size of your code and the complexity of your code. So yeah, that's I guess all I wanted to kind of initially say about subroutines is that they exist, and it's a really good thing to break down your code in such a way as to think about how to componentize it. And it's a lot easier in Arduino than other languages because they're all kind of in one file and you're just looking at it in one place. A kind of a little bit more complicated extension of this are the libraries that we've been using. When you include a library, basically you're just including a set of subroutines through this .h file that you include, and that calls out to the other pieces of code. And it's using exactly the same mechanisms as the subroutines that I'm talking about here. It's just under the covers from what you're usually looking at. And then the last thing here was this switch case statement that I don't think I'd actually used in an example before. The nice thing about the switch case statement, even though internally it breaks down to something very much like just a set of if statements, it's a lot cleaner to look at and means that you can do a default statement. I don't have one here, but if I had wanted to, if any other button was pressed, turn all the lights off, I would have just said default. And inside that default statement, I could have set all of my green equals 0, red equals 0, blue equals 0. And so that would have meant that if I pushed any button other than the 6 that I had defined effects for, that it would just turn all the lights off. And so it means that it's just presenting your stuff in a way that's more operable. You don't have as much, as many variables around. You have to create a variable for your if to check on. Worry about if it hits the if statement, it comes down to the next one, and a change to value is going to hit another one. This is all just one statement that does all your switching there. So yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say on from a code perspective. Anybody have questions about subroutines or switch case statements?
So you can use them instead of if else.
Yeah, exactly. You can actually use them inside of, for that matter. Yeah, I mean, they're enough different in the control structure that sometimes you find it useful to be working together. But usually it's as an alternative, and it's easier to read, simpler to use alternative.
So using PHP.
Yeah, PHP is huge and unswitch statements. Cool. So let's get your yeah, let's just go to workshopping stuff, and I'm gonna help with the receiver things here. But go ahead, give me a shout if you have anything you want to finish work. Oh no, you're in. No, that's, I want you to look at it as well. Look over the shoulder. Yeah.
Two files. This was not the one that we were working on initially. This was like, we were at the point where we were ready to ditch our.
Yeah.
So let me just open up the ones we were. This one. Which. So, as I said, we're using something called radio _pass.
Okay.
We tried to.
Yeah.
It's part of it, yeah. Anyway, but you don't have to include the entire library. So, in this one, we felt it was actually doing something, but we can't confirm. So basically, it will make the LED on the board light up.
And is this yeah? Where's the C1?
I'd be looking at the wire and stuff. Yeah, but.
Good.
See, I had it been old maybe.
It's a transmitter. The picture, I mean, we went like.
So that's.
Oh, okay, okay.
It looked like it was the
You
same.
know about the,
We don't really know. This is
You know,
the
like
information
predictional
that was
hardware.
provided on.
like,
Right.
you figure out,
Maybe that is
for the reduce subtraction.
Well,
paradigm, no, that's right. There's better ways, they apply shifts.
Well, this is what this probably is. It's just different terminology for it, I guess.
That's
the.
that's the,
So, yeah.
you know, or there's, and if you
It's
have no
detecting
built-in
motion.
subtraction.
Like, it was on and.
Right, because the old language process is only have patterns. See, that's all you need, two complements, so yeah. So you need to do bitwise shifts, which is
But anyway,
China.
anyway,
That's
it's,
the- that's
yeah, so it is
hard.
connected.
Okay.
Now, that's the
Which must be
benefit of this.
Probably.
And so, you know, low. Yeah. And so then they did something like this. You do it, no, somebody else's code.
Sure.
They were measuring temperature,
Interesting.
pressure,
They just start
just
working.
worked that all out and put it
Do I-
into motion because, and we thought it needed to be int because what's coming out of here is essentially.
Did I square C,
It's detecting.
ground,
Okay,
power?
it could be a
Four
work.
pins.
Yeah, other data
Six,
that
I
we
don't
could
think.
available to us, but it shouldn't matter because we do, and we'll introduce you to this.
Yeah, all right. And then he had a counter
All right,
in
so
there.
yeah.
It doesn't
So it's like
affect
you can,
anything, so
I
we
can
just
take the
left
digits
that there,
part,
but we did comment that.
slave.
As we were going along, we were just, that doesn't seem to be anything wrong.
And why are you on a structure?
Well, just because that's.
That's kind of
what he
easy
had
to
in
do.
Okay,
his-
you're not
his-
passing it to us, everything as a structure or anything?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a subroutine down.
Like if I put a header on it, so that it
It's
plugs
everything's in
right
the
on
whole
to-
loop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
there's
the only
some
substructure he's passing
So it's got the structure called my data.
It's structured data structure.
Oh, right, yes. Yeah,
That's
right.
what he calls it.
What else is data structure used? When you search for data structure, this, I usually just do a control F and search everything. Not in this environment, it's, okay. That's,
So,
I don't think you're actually calling that. Control, I don't remember seeing
I'm gonna take a
that.
little work that I don't sure.
I don't see it used
Not
anymore.
No,
so, I mean, that could just be in the, I guess we could get rid of his environment.
Well, but I don't, are you using the things inside that structure?
No, because we're not using a counter
And,
and we're not using any of this stuff, so.
Right.
I would just use out of it.
Are you ever even using motion? Because you'd have to refer to it differently if it was inside a structure as it was outside a structure.
Yeah.
Well, we were referring to it
Oh,
because he seems
okay.
to have my data and then as an extension. See, this is something that we have.
Okay, okay,
So
gotcha.
it's a
So
mess.
it is, yes, this is more complicated than it needs to, than it
Okay.
needs to be here.
That's what we want.
Yeah, yeah.
So how would we structure this? Can I just take this out and just put it as a, and get rid of this entire structure?
You should be able to, let's review the rest of the code just very quickly here. What?
That's something we were probably changing. I was trying to, we were thinking at some point, maybe this needs to be this, for it to transfer somewhere.
Right, so I'm a little bit worried there that you're actually redefining my data so you can no longer access it as a structure once you've redeclared it here. So that could be because it's something like behavior. And then you're actually back to an integer redeclaring it again down here. So I actually don't know what my data refers to at all in here anymore because it had so many redefinitions.
Okay.
Let me do actually a quick scan of the documentation for this Radiohead Ask library.
Yeah.
And then let's just kind of approach from first principles on that. Radiohead's a band. I'm not going to get the. That's right.
Yeah, that's one website that we visited, but
Yeah. The airspace?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're using RHS. That's good. Do these guys look like your boards?
That's exactly the one
That
that's
is?
here, yeah.
Okay, good.
The 430.
Okay, excellent. This is just
I gotta
better
write
for a
that
kid,
down.
but yeah. Okay, great. That's actually a fairly simple sketch to try on these.
There's two of them. There's one for.
That's right. There's one for the receiver side and one for the transmitter side.
Yeah, it doesn't look difficult. We've tried separating them.
That looks like our new, yeah, the most recent.
Yeah, it's not, we're just gonna try to transmit. To
Make
get
sure
that
that,
right,
yeah.
then.
Well, unfortunately with these, you never really know until you have both of them going that you're actually getting the link working.
And that's why I was like, how am I going to keep up if I don't know if this one's doing its job?
So.
Right, so let's actually take everything out except for these modules and wire it together without the burr, without the LED, and just try and get it talking.
Yeah. Well, they are separate things. We just started a new sketch.
Yeah, let's just start a new sketch and the modules exactly as they have this one, and then build on top of that since this is the most difficult component. Let me. Oops. Yeah, I guess copy it over is probably easier, or I can start a sketch from here while you start the wiring.
That's what I've got right now anyway. So I've got, that's the receiver.
Yeah.
So I've got.
Oh, okay, so you don't even have the anything in there. I would actually suggest completely take them out and make it more Now, I only really kind of do this when I start to do trouble with things and realize what's going on.
Well,
But,
right,
just try it.
or, you know, you wanna start writing the video.
So I've got my ground and my power,
Feral.
and I've got my data currently in 12. There was one website where they were freaking out, don't use pin 11, whatever you do, don't use pin 11.
That seems weird.
What pin are they using?
They are using pin 11.
There you go.
I feel like it's starts
We
with
were
that.
led astray.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, let's use 11.
Just keep exactly where they are.
All right.
And then on the transmitter side. That's right.
Just, all right.
And on the transmitter side, it's just power and 12.
So since this doesn't have rails, all I did was I kind of went powers going over here.
Yep.
But I couldn't rewire.
It doesn't matter, I would actually just, on this guy, for a minute, join that, and, join that, and, then you're, you get totally disconnected.
Yeah.
So you need
I
the
need
ground,
and ground, so I just,
oh, I see, yeah.
I was just,
Might as well.
I see, no, you would have been fine the way that you were, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I should have touched
it's
that.
no worries, no worries.
Or actually, you would have 99% been fine. There is a way that if one of those components were shorting somewhere, that could have actually interfered. But I think it's very, very unlikely. I didn't have a high degree of current, all the weird things are happening.
That's a little bit more disturbing. So
Alright.
5-volt ground.
yeah.
Maybe below red or something too.
Yeah. So this one, or at least one.
So I'm going to here.
Now, you want me to default this up?
No, they're
Oh,
not.
they're
Well,
not.
there's like
They're not
seven
connected.
sort of brown outline, and then like inside is the black. The brown like outline fell off, so it's like little black dots that sort of popped out as a little bit. Yeah, I guess.
You want me to copy this?
Here's how I'm saying connected.
That was
Here we go, here we go. So,
You're looking for when you make your first RS.
switch or.
Yeah,
That is such a lot of name.
I feel 433 and
at some point,
with Arduino. This must be a word processor.
Yeah, it seems like it doesn't.
So I can see what all the peaks are. Let's see. Values correspond.
maybe I can just go.
I would actually Google random nerd tutorials RF.
But
That's
that's
the
more
first
for communicating with devices. I don't know if that's communicating with-
Oh, you put REs.
Oh,
RF.
Well,
yeah.
I do need an RS-232.
Well, no, you have one built in. This whole.
Yeah, but it's
It usually pops up, but as I said, sometimes either it takes a long time.
Yeah,
or it
okay.
times out, I can't do it, and then.
There we go, excellent.
So the first one is the receiver, the second one is the transmitter. This is kind of fun for us because we actually have our radio license.
Oh, do you? Nice. Yeah, I've got my US general class.
And we've done that years ago as part of emergency preparedness.
Right. We're thinking about setting up a listening station here. We have a couple of ham radios, and I guess there are 5 of us now in the club that have our licenses.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like we have a pretty full line
Yeah,
station.
You kind of right now, we're living in this whole So, you know, we would need
Well, that's the
an
thing,
area,
right?
like, you know.
We actually have the tech works approval to throw it in an attendant.
There,
So we could actually sort of agree these things. That's,
And we can connect to like the local radio people on Saturday mornings. It was fun.
it's right.
I just actually got her advanced lessons here, advanced lessons.
It was, you wanted
There.
Oh, there it is.
Now that's the receiver.
electronics category.
That's the receiver, yes.
So the keep going
Our
and you
Arduino
can
case.
transmit.
And then there's two or
That
three
we
other-
have to do with them. They have to be in the same.
I don't see the
Oh,
transmitter, so I'll just,
that's weird.
maybe it's still loading.
Oh,
So I'll just grab the receiver for now and let it keep chugging away.
Yeah, the transmitter's just, should be just.
Which one do you connect to, by the way? Are you on, you are on Makerspace? Okay.
You just,
There's no way to screen.
Why don't you try connecting to the
It'll show you the ones that I looked at.
just to, and it's gonna ask for a password, use, BioBit 2015, all lowercase.
that was fast.
I'm not sure it actually connected yet, but,
Something's happening.
Oh, really?
Uh,
That's where I expected BioBit 2015 a sequel.
Anyway,
Maybe it's,
we've got it now.
I guess, but it's still not actually connecting to the internet yet sometime here.
Oh, okay.
Can you show the password?
Those are the, Arduino.
Maybe these should be capitalized.
It's in there, 1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
And
I never typed this in.
robot brain
Yeah.
is one that, you need to do.
That's great.
It doesn't have these easy pop up and expand, but dot, dot, dot.
I'll give it to you.
That's right.
I wonder if it got rid of
But, our network guy is, he's actually collecting network logs and trying to figure out why I keep having network problems when my classes are connected.
So,
Because it is really only when we have the 8 or 10 devices around here that we don't usually have that it comes
I
to
watched
this.
seriously, did you watch
I
that one?
wonder if they're emitting some kind of frequency or something. that's in
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm actually still connecting pretty well. Do you have a network board on that machine? No, it's
No.
you don't.
here. No, it's not too pro.
Yeah.
Run away with that.
It's too bad. Okay, well, maybe Makerspace is the best bet then, so.
But I highly encourage.
No worries.
Through the other three.
The code arrived anyways.
I hope they're right. Let me just, this is the receiver one, so let me just put it in place. And rename that receiver. What are we up to, C now? Okay. C now.
Yeah, so I think this is the one that has the little lesson about the serial communication.
And then we need to this is the transmitter.
This, by the way, is one of the reasons that I really like working in GitHub, is that when I do this and I'm in a GitHub project, I quite literally just copy it all over, paste it in there, save it, and then when I update the project, that version it goes up, and I always have this version just to know exactly what I changed.
Yeah,
A
that's
few
good.
things off of GitHub as well, but
Yeah.
it didn't seem to have exactly what we needed.
Oh, no, it's really just kind of a random source code repository. It's, you know,
Yeah, if you haven't looked at the
But for our own projects, that it's like a subversion,
exactly, it's exactly like Subversion.
yeah, which I'm more familiar with.
Oh, the
They-
Subversion would do
they-
exactly the same thing for you. You just need to have a Subversion server set up to do it, where it's GitHub built all that.
That's not familiar, yeah.
Alright. So this is, I was wondering also, we got two, it should not have made it be a problem, but with this USB on that side of the computer and that USB on that side.
No, it should be just fine.
Yeah, yes, I was running it off of battery and stuff like that because I wasn't 100% sure.
Right,
Yeah, I was just guessing.
I mean, then of course you have to worry about which, one you're actually programming. But
Yeah.
as long as you have make sure that you're talking to the right one and the right lights flash, and you know the right code, then you're all good from there.
All right, so that's the transmitter code. Now, do we have to change anything?
Let's start out with not changing a single thing, just using it exactly as they have. Now, the one thing I guess we will have to, oh, you have already installed the library though, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Though sometimes they do change the libraries a little bit, that's why. Okay, that one complies, so
Good.
let's make sure. Oh, I didn't change my.
Oh.
I always do
Okay,
that
yeah.
first. I will try again. Go.
Like things that have like that kind of.
Yeah, there's a blue one over on the other side that, feel free to drag it over here if you want.
You know whereabouts it lives?
Not always.
Okay.
Yeah, have you seen it recently, Zach?
No.
You know the one I'm talking about, though?
Like blue and shoebox size, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's about this long and it has a white top and blue ends.
Okay.
If you don't find it, there is a huge monster one that never moves because it weighs 30 pounds. But it's all in, and you have to go to it though. You did?
It did. I'm just wondering because I'm not sure it's going to be able to distinguish the ports.
Oh, it usually can, but don't worry about it. Let's just actually plug this one into power and leave it talking and just plug that one out. Because we only actually really care on the receive side if it's getting something. Do you have your power adapter here? Or should I?
We have a battery.
Okay, cool.
So that was the transmitter. Now, receiver. Files. Happy.
No, no.
No,
It would
day
be
and
good.
a half.
It would be good.
It would be good, yes,
Because then you have a
yes.
place to go to.
Exactly. Okay, so we have now.
Okay, so I would open up a serial monitor. Yay!
Oh, I can't believe it. All right, well, that's
Good.
good.
It's a place to start from. Yeah,
Yeah, we like that where it's random.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
like that.
it's a friend.
So it looks very similar to what we got. So now we started to import those little.
That's right. Now you have to
bits
plug
and
the other
pieces.
pieces back in without destroying your most fragile link.
Exactly.
And that's why I always do it when I'm having a problem running today. Just isolate it down to
Yeah.
that piece alone,
Yeah.
then add pieces
Yeah.
back.
I
Okay,
guess what,
so
I
what,
did it the backwards way. First I wanted to make the PIR work,
Yeah.
and when that was working, I went, okay, that little LED on the board isn't satisfying enough. I want to put an LED.
That's right. That's
That was
right.
working. Okay, and I just kept adding.
so the
Yeah.
thing is the value it's in the program. So, we have the next thing, the most complicated part is getting that value of high or low from the PIR. And
Yeah, that's
then
probably the next thing.
That's the next thing.
Yep.
So
Yep.
let's open up the code that we have.
And to be clear, when I say start with the most complicated part, that varies as I'm working on a project. That as soon as something breaks, it's suddenly the most complicated
Yeah.
part, so I isolate
Exactly,
it, I can
exactly.
get it working. And then,
But I know I had code that made everything else work. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah, that you
this.
should just be able to now add that.
Add one piece at a time. Ooh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Were you able to find a supply?
No, I found a technical supply and I would so love to use it, but it says that maybe it's for both.
You want to see it work?
What, the blue one was not there?
Oh.
Oh, okay. The slide's not gonna work. So let's, how about, so I guess I have to. Or does it?
To the, is that the transmitter? And then you have to go to
Okay. This is the receiver, so I don't really have to change anything on the receiver.
well, suppose when we start showing this.
Oh, yeah, when we want to show the serial line. I wonder if I would have two serial ports, if two USBs.
I mean, you could probably just have to change the serial from time to regular. Is that what you mean?
Let's just see.
solution which?
Good question.
So. 410 is what? Okay, unplug what? Unplug receiver.
Yep. 1420 is there. 1420 is there. Okay, so that one's just getting out. I've uploaded.
So that was power supply false alarm.
So.
So I said, Andrew, did you bring your 5-volt supply with you?
No, you said, did you find a higher current supply?
Well, did you find sorry, anyway.
He's got
I'm
a-
saying that I'm having this conversation, he's having this conversation. He's had his 5-volt supply with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
so we're
go.
looking to serial monitor.
Well, then that's
That's easy.
So,
Did you activate the transmitter?
Fred?
now, and this one you said is,
Oh, yeah.
this one is regulated, or is the one that says 5 volts comes out of his level? Good enough.
For motors, it's fine.
I can tolerate 7.
Oh. I mean, this is numbers.
Okay.
Why? And,
Why?
Sucker. I figured out the duration.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Is there anything on the
Over
one?
here.
Absolutely.
It doesn't like something.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna find it.
Oh.
Number the duration thing.
Let these mother bastards.
Okay, so in each loop, you want them all be the same page?
Well, yeah.
Not program loops, but each one around,
Each
right?
time you're button.
So, yeah.
It selects that.
But I'm going to completely lose it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, so, it depends on what you mean by definition of running. If you mean that from the time we plug it into power, starting the program, it uses one length, and if you want to do a different one, you hit the reset button on the board and you make it start over again. But the place I would put the random statement and select that length would be the setup loop.
Okay.
And so if you, in the setup loop, choose the length, set your variable, you get for length and set up, say, length equals rand, and put it in the loop, we'll just use that length as it is.
Okay, now we're gonna put.
What kind of transmitter are you using?
RF 433.
433 megahertz.
Oh, good, I bought the exact same ones.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk.
Yes.
Once I actually have mine out of the bag and I'm doing something.
Yeah, that becomes a little bit harder, and a little bit more complicated, but it's certainly doable. I think the way that I would approach that one is either, you don't want to use a delay, of course, because delay is blocking, so you have to actually use a non-blocking timer to make that non-blocking. And so let me pull up the reference on how to do that and bring that up here. Okay, no, it's certainly going to be done though. So you want to say every 10 seconds you choose a different every minute or oh, this is going to stay running a long
So,
time.
well,
Okay.
probably won't.
Yeah.
For at least for a few minutes.
Right.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let me go figure out how to do it in 5 minutes. I'll come back. I'll be right back. Try to set up while I'm doing that though, because that's at least the first step.
Yeah, yeah.
We do. I just want to see what future is.
It's in here.
Okay.
I was thinking it needed a couple of circular buffers.
That's okay, it's a small spot that I could bring a smaller amount.
Maybe it was like a little.
Slightly, it'd be fine. I didn't count on these terminal blocks because it's smaller. Oh, I think we're
So I have
good.
to rewire this though.
So now all yours actually moves in.
Okay, so I guess it won't.
I'll just have to take a few different. Take it. Right, we'll be able to take anything.
Happiness.
Okay.
Use the modular generator.
So this is a part that was actually exported from Onshape and printed,
Yeah.
and it doesn't fit.
Oh, no.
Just because the
Thou shalt
between
not.
on-shape and
They got the lines like,
you like
you gotta find out.
Okay.
Proportionally weird or just randomly weird?
I like think they're
And
important.
then make it back.
Okay.
It's just a little small.
Uh-huh.
And then we have actually drawn those for a NEMA 17, and I'm just assuming that this was had exactly the same because it said it had the same,
Oh, gotcha.
but it may be
So
a little
much trouble
different.
trying to guess where it's gonna be slow and it's
Right, that's
not
right.
on hard area that you think it should be, but it's actually slow something over here.
Let me see if I can catch it.
No, but you can find out by profiling proper,
Somebody wants to say that.
looking at the code.
Say
The calculations are so fast anyway.
Already
that,
Looking around for my calipers.
only maybe hundreds of them doing the same calculation. Parallel. It's different. One's 30, one's there.
38, 5. Yeah, so it's like it's 5 millimeters too small. You want the motor?
Yeah.
So is there anything special we have to be doing to take models from Onshape into there to the size?
Well, two good. One I chose. First one.
No, I haven't done dimensional checks on the whole spacing on the iRib.
You haven't done dimensional checks.
So like I can
No, let me
take.
just.
Before you keep talking.
If I take the vernier and I measure diagonally across the screw balls,
Okay, good. Pauses are good. That's good. Yes,
I'll be curious to know what's the most stubborn move on the sketch.
I think the.
Oh, I don't know, I didn't, it's nothing that makes our working in here, so right now, that's sure. Sure, so we need to pull down a file for scheduler. We're all
We're new.
We know that.
See, Zach gave me a print that would have been flawless first day. No matter what I do. That's, so.
I had to pick one that.
So many
That? No, I've got a workstation at home that's almost as deep as mine.
It shows here.
That's one I use.
Oh, you're right, you just be there, yeah.
1, 2, 3 even now, but it's
Huh.
not that it's solid works.
That's frustrating.
I'm gonna say so first, that he's my brain.
I made myself a chart
They get this-
equals,
Oh my
it's
God.
semicolon.
Oh,
That's my.
I don't know how I keep sticking in the screen is error. I'm actually going to go grab a different keyboard, not plugged in a European keyboard, and
Instead of doing what's the password to get onto the laser cutter?
if you don't have one, then you actually need to get your own password for it. We had some issues this past week. Somebody took responsibility for it on an individual logins. You guys are running again now. Let me get Dawn set up and then I'll just set you up with the password.
I can look at that if you want.
Sure. I guess
Very soon.
here's the cycle that I pointed to the kid, and there is a zip file on there.
So what I'm probably gonna do is
Start downloading.
that's right, the same one twice. So I went to both clubs. I'll export the DX from.
So follow me.
On and I'll run the DX7, the red buttons, DX7 equal for Hill and Northwood. Both codes with the machine, I'll run the machine. Now, if there's any slide, yeah. I would say it's a wonderfully scary machine. It's scary.
Let's just. There is, and the other one is cheaper.
Yeah, it's they're interesting cases. But yeah, this is a primitive screen. It's got an old school computer box cable inside of it. Like when I say like it's an industrial computer, not like a desktop PC, but it's like old school set. But it works.
Sorry.
So we got the other thing working, but none of these things were what they said they. And so we were hunting around for.
Was not.
Or you get some.
Oh, well, we had a March break. So, when was it, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, so we're wanted to make this radio transmission thing work. Oh! So, I started by deciding this is what takes motion, right? So I wanted to make sure that that worked, and that seemed to be working fine. I was pretty proud of myself. So then I thought, when it takes motion, it has to light up that building. So I had them all. I started out, they were all on the same grid, and I had that working. I thought, oh, I'm pretty proud. So then I thought, okay, when this takes motion, I want that light to go on, but I also want to hear it. That was a bit trickier, but eventually I did get it running.
Is middle C?
In middle C, actually, there is a whole library you could play tunes. People have, they must have a lot of time on their hands. They programmed the tune from Super Mario. Anyway, so at that point, it was like, yes, everything's working. So then I took the PIR off of this board, put it on this board, and now we wanted to make the transmitter send a message to the
Let's load over here.
when motion is detected here, it will light up those.
Didn't do it?
So these things would be in different rooms.
Yeah.
And that's when.
And
So
so,
if the motor. And a day and a half later, we still couldn't get it working. So here, it was here for 10 minutes.
he found another vehicle that wouldn't come exactly this vehicle. And then he found another one,
Yeah.
and we tried that. Yeah.
So, so,
So now,
yeah, so basically, now he said, and probably we should have thought of this, what we needed to do is because in some ways, getting the transmitter and receiver working together is the most complex part of this. Getting the PRR, because the PRR working all by itself, and getting the light and this working.
Yeah,
all
well,
by
that's the
itself,
thing,
that was
I got
pretty
this online, it's just like that.
But I had no way of knowing, is this actually sending a message? And if it is that one actually receiving a message? Or are they both working or neither? Well, I knew both of them were not working, but I couldn't tell if it was just one. Because you can't link to a serial monitor. what's it called?
In the receiver,
For the
that we know,
transmitter.
for the transmitter, right?
This is so.
No.
And that's why I asked him, does it happen to have transmitter receiver components in there?
Supposedly have this,
Unfortunately. So,
So anyway, we tried another piece of, chemical
then
for
we
the
found on a
transmitter.
really good website, random nerd tutorials. And it's part of my, yes, exactly. So, there was simple little code, and I put it all together, and sure enough.
Yeah.
We got it.
We got Hello World printing on the serial monitor. This was sending a message.
Yeah, that's all.
So now we go back to,
What we want to do is,
yeah,
when the motion is
when
detected,
this one detects motion, send the information over here, so that like, even though
separate rooms.
they're in separate rooms. And then ideally, this is our little robot sitting on our side door. The robot goes to the door, to the signal. We're in another room.
Yeah.
There wasn't any games for it.
We have our dog trained to ring bells.
It runs on this, but actually we've got.
Okay.
This, Arduino comes with a power supply, so that can just. We thought we'd attach it to our door, our little, obstacle avoidance room,
Yeah.
and, it, you know, at night, you can just sit there. This would be active.
So we have our dog trained to ring a set of bells.
So she goes to the door, when she needs to go outside.
Yeah.
And she will ring bells.
Sometimes she
She
goes,
goes when she wants to be asleep. And it's late at night and it's raining.
yeah, she just kind of waves at it without actually.
There you go. And it's just, oh, see, never done that. And we don't come running, right?
Running. So this way, if she comes close to the door, which she always does that part.
Yeah.
We'll, yeah, I don't hear the bells. Half the time she's going, oh, I heard the bells, and I'm like, you're crazy, I didn't hear it. And then I go there, and sure enough, the dog's at the door. Are you gonna open this door?
So now we've got our motion
Now we got
detector
our
thing
motion
there.
Yeah.
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 But, yeah, the thing is, well, here has Arduino. So, we could easily, and there's a mini board that I could upgrade into a full size board, because right now I've got the H bridge on it for running the 2 motors and, I think that's, no, the servo. There's also a servo working on the H bridge, but if I had a bigger one, I could also have it running the transmitter.
Yeah, so once we get it all figured out, then we'll just send away to Siri or Calgary or one of those boards printed. And then they'll be quick. So we send them, yeah, like we were showing us earlier, send them, and then they send you a board that's all wired. And then you just solder your mics.
Yeah.
So the breadboard is great.
It's just you know, you usually help me.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, in our kit, we have a portrait board.
It's really quite
It depends on what you want to do. But you could solder the elements to that, so, like this just comes up, right? If you want, we'll tie them together. Yeah. Hopefully not wrong.
Sorry, yeah, hopefully for not much longer.
Yeah, it's kind of not to me, I think, talking to
Basically,
them all
you
stops.
have,
That's why.
and I'm not sure exactly, you know,
So this. So that I can talk to you, and I think. It was just.
It was making the sound of this.
It was making it wasn't actually. Which is making no power was.
Power cable, wire.
So you gotta sit here and listen as they talk, and then, tomorrow we'll get the whole thing.
So how do you know this?
The done with the RF, but I think we should start.
Oh, your pies.
Yes, it seems so simple when they're all said. Because we just keep adding and adding. It was too complex at the time because there was no way to know, is this sending? And if it is, it's receiving.
I have no motion detectors.
Yeah, because when keep moving, it just says motion detected. So this is the thing. And then something says motion.
And it has like a little photo.
Right now, it just keeps saying-
So what we're gonna do is when it sends a message through,
Yeah, exactly. But it is.
we want to send that message to the transmitter.
You know why?
And the receiver, when it gets that message, will light up the light and play with the scene.
Oh, so
And
like.
then
Right,
the original
right,
one,
right.
So
what it means
is
So that we make one new big.
So that's.
And to have all of your in its with that on the current year. You'll see what the current rate is. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What kind of 3D
Is there any, oh, you said also that's like.
Yes. Let me go clean them. Oh, very nice.
I have my forehead, it's flat enough.
I know. Oh. They're kind of like those in Arduino. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, and I actually know which is. Yeah.
Are you having,
It takes time.
try this.
Our house is like a complete disaster.
well, it was just the kitchen table we have,
And the dining room
then
table.
it moved to the kitchen table and the dining room.
And I'm gonna do this.
This is like
Now
now
we're
we're eating on TV
We do our
shows.
TV trends.
You have a garage, right?
We
We
do,
do,
Oh.
actually.
yeah,
What do you?
Yeah, what else?
You don't
Yeah,
need
it's
cars
a
in garage.
yeah.
You have a garage?
She hasn't.
Where? Just tell me where you live.
How is your internet now?
Oh. Good question. It's, well, it seems strong. Let me just look something up. So looking for the.
In terms of project?
No.
Oh, not that.
Your internet is still
It's
screwed.
still kind of screwed.
There's
Yeah,
that.
every once in a while, it's just unhappy,
Yeah, not that.
and as soon as, you know, then it starts circulating.
Okay. How's your internet? Are you okay tonight? Or are you,
It's been a bit goofy, but I'm okay at the moment. I'm just getting easy open.
you guys need to be open, okay. So this is what was going on yesterday as well, or the last class as well. Most people are being down downstairs. We had to get rid of the garbage was not correct.
Gives people time to.
Oh, and you're on the speaker. That's my dad.
Extra air.
Yeah.
Especially when it's very short. time
That's
span.
very considerate. It's like
Somebody.
What's that?
Made it so.
somebody's.
Twice the serial per se.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm getting the message that.
Really? I don't know. Are we guys doing something?
We're all there. Your sister, this is being sent.
Right. It's being sent.
Well, I'll get later now.
For sure.
Well, let's, the fact is, what happens,
Okay,
be all right.
They're all getting
But, now, can you see, you have, can we just, turn off and see who's here?
Oh, creepier is always possible, so. She read it, it's all things.
Sorry?
Right.
I have no idea.
8 down, so somebody is downloading 8
So-
Oh, there we go.
That's normal, I mean, it's not,
Now that we know that that is working,
So the outgoing,
the other one's
we need
strange.
to get this.
yeah, well, the outgoing, depending on how many
So.
ports it's called.
Right, that can be plugging everything, right. Right.
Right.
Well, here's the other thing, let me briefly try to make sure it's not on one of the pies, and, you might briefly use internet. The switch, and did it actually, do anything for,
This is a. Yeah.
It's library reference.
so it's something that's physically plugged into that switch, and it's doing it. Is that the,
Look at the actual.
and that's what it is. That could be anything,
Somebody,
Yeah, you think that's the
right,
but the outgoing dropped from.
precipitously.
I had it over here. But of course,
We have a code.
Right.
it doesn't, the header file doesn't have. any-
And right back up to, say it again now, but you won't see that.
So then basically,
Yeah.
See, right.
Well,
or do we
But
put
I
it?
think that that's a very, very, very good clue.
Okay. So that's good, because that means that it's on. We are seeing experience go on.
Does that mean?
Somebody's doesn't bundle the cylinder, you're trying to bundle the
range
ring.
of the actual.
That's right.
variable height,
it needs
but
to
is it the actual
send.
range of
Hey, that's.
the actual variable itself?
It's just a spirit.
So I'm.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, absolutely. I know that I have electrical data for 3 days. So
I've got some here.
this is not yet the.
Here's a lot.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, but you don't need that, you need, if it's low,
Will it start?
structure. Where it says significant motion, we need that to go constant. And then receivables, if you get a message that says volatility, we would deal with that.
So I have, you know, what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I have, I put that in a switch, everything went on.
So,
You guys know what was on that.
this is setting yes.
Yeah.
So, then, so.
It's, I'm hearing or something going on, because it's certainly not a configuration it was before, was it? Yeah. So let me go plug it on back in, see what's fine.
This is just. Okay, so in the, I would say,
In the void.
I would say, if
We need to
Well,
check.
it's kind of
The value
a-
of the time.
the connections time.
So we need,
And you're right, we need all this.
we can put that in later. Okay, but for now.
Right. So one of the things that I would be willing to do later space, we talked about the shot action stuff, which we were able to join the connections and go along the way and use I think that makes sense. And that was it's not a good outcome.
No, the problem is,
We'll leave the LEDs for now.
Because down here, if we are staying.
Are they in a way that is meaning that's
That's the one that's important.
Like testing, you know, like, I don't see.
Alright.
Then you have to change.
well, yeah, what I'm saying is that
So my schematic.
If another one is staying.
you do for most of your stuff, but for the ones that are here, we don't. We're just server running. It's the kind of stuff that could be for a shot
So the funding or the.
That we've got about a car there.
No, this one has a roll down the side.
So this
I'm gonna just double check myself and go plug in and make sure it's running.
Right.
but in this case, the
well, it's good to know, and then you're right.
it's just really something. Back
This
to
one
work.
closes that. Oh,
Okay, so
all of the and that's what this is. It's still looks.
Right.
And then we,
So
so.
we need that in.
It's not a precipitous drop.
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering, if it was like last time, we're just all, but,
So what happens at 0 dB nominal output. And it's going down at minus.
didn't really drop my
More you down.
That's a question, there you go.
And that was music around here.
All of that.
In the ends, we're.
It's right back up, now, okay, now we'll get 30. Yeah.
Thing is, this is to happen for that. Then you have to post a spot, constant error message. Well, if I try to look this up.
Well, I mean, I know where it's. This way,
Technician first. So the reason we want all it is you don't have that motor driver. It's more, and also building up a circle chips because they have a bunch of components over so the next thing that was a line was the issue program, you have to expand this one file. So you.
Well,
about to.
we're about to find out.
Moment of
And
truth time.
There's a lot going on. That's all. That's what I wanted to ask. Taking some of these, just a lot of places. It's just, prerequisites. They don't exam them, and they don't make you do the assignment.
So the only thing you have to do is. And those are so weird. Yeah. Yes, sir.
receiver side.
We'll take a drive. What do I have to do? Start registering.
This is what I want to do.
See, there's quite a lot. Right now, it's just transmit. It's not right.
Yeah, no. So, one of the reasons I'm saying I'm here is that we're curious and all this university Baker State International is a place where and absolutely very sure sitting here, if you need to keep things secret here, it's harder to do than anywhere else. So you have to worry about your disclosure aspects of yourself.
Now, when you're talking about pricing, there's like 3 levels of pricing.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how we know it. We're collaborating on
I have way more actually.
In reality, all you need is
So.
That's right. So in reality, the interest in pursuing IP is much less than it was a few years ago.
Oh,
When
wow.
there's some serious policy changes in the last few years.
Even when I send a message,
But
You know this.
I do.
And most emotional.
That's amazing how
Knowledge.
But that's what
Knowledge.
in this.
Formalization, that's something else.
It's high. This.
Find out.
So do you think that it's something that
yeah.
gets,